When's the last time you found yourself in a situation where the person that you were talking to was taking way too long to get to the point of their story or whatever it was that they were talking about, and you really just needed to say or wanted to say, hey, get to the point. But of course, you can't just say it like that because the other person might take offense. They'll feel shamed by you. And if the relationship is important and rapport is important, then that's not going to work. So, here is a more resourceful way, or actually, I'm going to give you two options of ways that you can say this that keep the relationship intact, keep rapport going, and also honor your time and help, hopefully, this person kind of get back on track, get to the direction where we can move past or move to the next part of the conversation. So, the idea here comes from my background in neurolinguistic programming, where rapport is the foundation of everything. So, what you do with your voice, as I give you these phrases, what you do with your body language and your facial expression is all going to be taken into account as to how this message is received. So, notice I'm going to make some shifts here to my body language, to my facial expression, to my voice quality to ensure that I'm doing all that I can on my side to keep that rapport intact. So, when you find yourself in these situations, one thing you could say is, please take all the time you need in the next 30 seconds, 45 seconds to share the most important details about this situation. So that's one way to say it. Now, a second way is to say something like, I am so interested in all that you're sharing. And due to our limited time together, would you just please share with me what are the most important things you want me to know? Now, when you say those things, you then wait and let the other person respond. Now, if somebody is still really struggling to articulate what it is, you also have to acknowledge that for some people, verbal is how they process. And they might have a process where if they can't tell the beginning of the story, they can't get to the middle and they can't get to the end. So now you have to decide in those moments, what can I do to help them in it? And sometimes that's just waiting and letting them tell their story, letting them get it all out. And again, thinking about the relationship and what's the ultimate outcome here, it might be worth it to just let them kind of meander in their story a little bit so that they can get to the point. And also from honoring your own time and your own, relationships and how it's important that they stay in relationship with you as well. You have to decide in these moments whether or not you're going to use these different options that I just gave you. But the idea is it's just to give you some tools to put in your toolkit. Have these in your back pocket and try them out. The thing is it might take a couple times for you to get your voice quality down, your facial expressions, your body language so that it is nicely received. So you can test this with people that you're interacting with where maybe the stakes aren't high. Maybe you already have a ton of rapport with them. And so they're going to give you grace if you don't say it in the most, kind way or in a way that lands softly to them. But the idea is to just give you skill sets to improve your overall communication so that you have more resourceful conversations. I'm Nikki Rausch, the Sales Maven, and if I can assist you in any way in your communication, please reach out. Thanks for listening.